ain't what they ready for, and failure ain't an option for you, cause it's inevitable. They ask me how I feel, I'm feeling amazing. Thank God every day that he made me. Don't always gotta be a product of what we was raised in, although I know a lot of times it's easy to feel caged in, but that's life, that's growth, and we all go through it. Done a lot, wish a lot.
Hey everybody, Mr. Prez here with another quick episode of Technical Analysis for Beginners. Today's episode is going to explain how you can easily increase the efficiency of your entries and how to determine some of the price targets on the patterns that you're playing. Um, so this video is going to base a lot around my first video on how to use one simple tool to increase the confidence in your markets. That goes over how you can use your price lines to create and plot major support and resistance levels on the weekly and daily. So the first thing that you need to know about technical analysis is that every pattern has a technical entry and a technical price target. Basically, what that means is everyone knows the term bull flag, but if you were to look at a bull flag on a chart, how would you determine the price target of that pattern? Um, we can use Ulta as a great example for 2 or 3 different patterns just on this 2-hour chart. This goes back to my first video. Like I said, it helps a lot having these major price levels plotted on your charts because the patterns will usually end up coinciding with these price levels. So looking at this right here, you can already see that this is a bull flag without really even having to draw it out, but I will anyway. Let me see. So you got your bull flag pattern there, and your technical price target is going to be the length of the flagpole um, projected to the breakout point. So what this means is this is your flagpole. This is the price action leading up to the consolidation of the flag or pennant. So what I do is I take my drawing tool, just simply go up to the height of the flagpole, duplicate it, and project it to the top of the previous line. And that's literally it. And so that's going to be your price target for your technical bull flag. And look where, we obviously hit that. It coincides almost perfectly with this weekly price level, 224.50. But what about the entry? So one simple thing that you can do with pretty much almost any patterns to have a better entry, a safer entry, is don't take the trade as soon as your price, penetrates through a little colorful line. That's not the way to do it, and a lot of the times you'll get caught in false breakouts and, lose money, which is obviously not what you want to happen. So if you simply wait for this is important, you wait for the first pivot of price to the left of the, trend line breakout, to the left of the breakout, you wait for that first pivot to the left to be breached, and that is where you take your entry. And that's true for a lot of your technical patterns. So right here, you finally are getting your close above your trend line. So what I do is I wait for price to close on an intraday candle, 15, 5, usually 10, 15-minute candle. Wait for price to close above this pivot, or actually even above this pivot. This is even safer because it's a pivot lower, a price reversal lower. So you wait for price, because if this pattern is, if this is in fact a bull flag, the price should have no problem going beyond this pivot of price right here. Since this was the reversal lower, this shows that sellers came in. So if no sellers come in here, then you take your trade, you get in, you make your money. So the main takeaway is that technical patterns have technical targets and technical entries. So another pattern that we can look at is an inverted head and shoulders, and this is literally the same exact chart. This is one of my most favorite bullish patterns to play intraday because it usually leads in with these sharp moves higher, which for option traders, you know how important that quick volatility spike up is. So here you have your inverted head and shoulders. You've got left shoulder, oh, wrong tool, whatever. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Now your price target with even a regular head and shoulders pattern, because you have your inverted and your regular. It's the same thing. You take the base of your head, the distance between the base of the head to the neckline, and you project that same distance up, and that's the price target for your inverted head and shoulder. And it's the same thing with the regular head and shoulder. You take the top of the head to the bottom of the neckline, and you simply project that to your breakout. So what does that look like? So if we take our drawing tool, you go up to your neckline up here, duplicate, merge, and what do you notice almost immediately is that you're less than a full $1.50, 1 point away from this next major uh, resistance or support that you've already had on your chart just, from plotting your weekly and daily support and resistance levels. So that's a really, really easy way to calculate your price targets when playing specific patterns. And you have to also understand that the pattern strength is dependent on the time frame. So this is a 2-hour inverted head and shoulders. This move is going to be a lot stronger than the move you get off of a 5-minute or 1-minute scalping pattern. Um, what else? So most of your, even with the same thing with your triangle patterns, a lot of your like descending triangles and your ascending triangles, it's the same thing. Um, you're gonna have price come in, and then once you have your breakout, you wait for the break of that first pivot to the left, and then your price target for the triangle is gonna be the height of, you know, the height of the triangle projected, you know, past that first pivot to the bottom or top to the left. So let me say that again because that was kind of confusing. It's going to be the distance of the, base of the triangle projected onto that first pivot left, and that's going to be, your descending triangle, your asymmetrical triangle. Asymmetrical triangle is the same thing. Actually, I have a great example on Amazon's daily chart. So you've got a symmetrical triangle here, and look what happens. The first pivot to the left, the high corresponds exactly to this resistance level. So when you wait for this pivot to be broken, we consolidate on support and we move up. You wait for that first pivot to the left. The key takeaway from this video is that, and you can find all of this information on Investopedia, countless Google searches, so there's no need for me to go over each and every little price target. But bull flag is the length of the flagpole. Head and shoulder and inverse head and shoulder is the distance from the head to the neckline projected to the neckline breakout or breakdown. Your triangles, especially your symmetrical triangle, is going to be the first pivots to the left. You wait to break that closest resistance level to the left of your breakout. Because if price can get over that, then you know that the move that you want to happen is likely to materialize. That's pretty much it for this video. If this one wasn't explained too well, I apologize. Um, See you guys next time.